Good afternoon. Here we are with Mr. Blake, an international musician and very famous singer. Thank you, Mr. Blake, for coming here. Is this your first time here in Italy?
No, I've been to Italy quite a few times, actually.
And what do you think about the Italian public?
Oh, I love Italy. It's one of my favorite places to go when I travel.
And maybe also food, Italian food.
Yeah, I love the food. The food's very good.
And so you are a singer and you are also a teacher.
Yes.
Which is the relationship between teaching and music?
Teaching and music, it's important to be able to instruct people so that you can perpetuate the craft in a legitimate way.
Do you teach to students, to children, to adults? Which is the target of your students?
I've taught everything from elementary school to college, and right now I teach at Berklee College of Music in Boston.
So you grew up in a family of musicians, so you had music in all your life.
Yeah, all my life. My uncle was a piano player, and he played with Edwin Hawkins and James Cleveland. And I just grew up in a real family-oriented singing type of situation. So I've been singing all my life with my family.
What artist inspired you in your music?
Lots of artists. I mean, there's many. I grew up as a child, and I loved to sing. So my mother would make me come in the house every day instead of play outside. I had to come in the house for an hour and listen to music. So I would listen to Aretha Franklin and Mahalia Jackson, but then I liked old movies, so I would listen to Bing Crosby and Barbra Streisand, and so it doesn't matter for me. I mean, I really love a lot of artists. I think if it's good music, it's good music. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Mahalia Jackson, James Cleveland, Aretha Franklin, Fred Hammond. I listen to the Hawkins. I listen to John P. Key, Richard Smallwood. There's a list. There's an endless list of singers. I grew up in a family that has real thick ties to gospel. And I'm originally from California, so there's a really big gospel scene in Northern California.
But I mean, during your shower, what do you think?
What do I sing during my shower? What do I sing? Whatever comes to my mind. There isn't always a song I sing, but I really love. When I'm really having a hard day, there's a song, it's a hymn. It's called Nearer My God to Thee. And then there's also one called In the Cross. And one of those two will come, depending on how I'm feeling.
How many hours a day do you study?
I sing all the time.
All the time?
I'm all the time singing. So there isn't one particular time of the day that I stop and practice.
I understand.
I studied with a teacher from the San Francisco Conservatory, and I'm a classically trained baritone. And her method was that I should speak the same way I sing. So everything I do when I sing, I should do when I'm speaking. So that way I'd always be practicing. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
Okay.